when I, joined these networking groups and stuff early on, like that gym owner group, things like that, what I did was I reached out to every single person that was in the network. And what I did was I pretended they were a client of mine. And I had certain skills. Like for me at the time when I was starting out, the only thing I knew how to do was write sales scripts, build sales processes. So I offered every single person to go review all of their sales scripts, review their sales processes. And I did it like it was an actual project that I got paid for. And so I'd hop on the phone and I would have pages of notes, how I'd rewrite everything. And they were like, whoa, dude, like I thought you were just going to give me a couple, like, dude, what you want them to say is this is too much. Dude, this is too much. Because what happens is you stack something, you get an IOU, which is incredibly valuable, and it's one-sided. Like you now gave them something and that can come in handy later down the road. And for me, those are the things that I cashed in when I didn't know how to run Facebook ads, right? Like I learned something from that guy, but later on I needed a way deeper understanding than the one weekend workshop that I did. And I hopped on with a person, and I had hopped on with plenty of others who have never given me anything back, and that's okay. Because when I did need something, I did have somebody in my phone book where I was like, oh, I did that thing. I wonder if they'd help me out with this thing. And so what happens is you basically plug into everyone else's network and skills by giving first. Now, some of them aren't going to return the favor, but you're net positive on everything. Because if they don't return the favor, one, that's fine. Two, they're not going to have anything bad to say about you. Now, obviously there's pieces of shit for sure.
No. But it is okay. Yeah. It is okay if they never give back.
Right.
Like because dude, keep going. Sorry, I interrupt. No, I know where you're going.
Yeah. Because like most entrepreneurs, we say we want to make an impact and help people. It's like, well, that's what that looks like. If you give something to someone and they don't give anything back, then it means you just gave to someone.
That's it.
Great.
Yeah.
But congratulations. And if you talk about personal brand, wouldn't that be the brand that you'd want to build anyways?
Yes.
And so I got into this other networking group and they invented an award for me, which was a member of the year. They never did it, but they were like, dude, we just want everyone to do what you did, which is like, I hopped on to every single person and I took every single call and I treat it. And this is the big point here is that like, you don't go on and show up at the call and then start thinking about their problem. You do homework before the call. Like it's amazing.
Bro, you just tweeted this.
Yeah.
You just tweeted this yesterday.
Yeah.
It was, you could become you become infinitely more smart by just 20 minutes preparation before the call or something like that.
Yes.
It's the truth.
You'd be amazed how much, yeah, it's exactly
Isn't that what you said? Something like that?
It's exactly that. Like how much more intelligent you can seem with 20 minutes of prep.
Yeah, dude. That was gold.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because you've done it, right? I had a call with somebody and like a lot of you guys probably ask Andy, and I get this question all the time. They're like, how do I network with people who are above me?
Yes.
Right? It's a hard question. So number one is you don't ask them what value can I provide you? Because now you're asking me to do homework to figure out what you can do for me. That's me doing work, which I can just keep living my life. What you do is you do the hard work of figuring out what can you provide to me that you have. And then instead of offering it, you do it and then give it to me. And I'm not telling you to do that for me. I'm telling you this is how I did it.
This is how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you have someone who's ahead of you, do whatever your niche skill. If you're a fucking carpenter, then build the most amazing table of all time and send it to somebody. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to get it and be like, this is too much. I can't believe somebody did this. And then what happens?
Hey, sound familiar? It does, doesn't it? That's how he's here.
Oh.
You're explaining how he got here.
That's the game,
yeah.
Right? Like half the editors I have, they're like, hey, I went through all of your old clips that are on YouTube. I clipped 20 of these short reels. This is what I did. And they sent them all to my creative director. And he was like, oh, this kid's good. Now, mind you, if you're not good, that's also good feedback. And I will tell you this, that guy and most people would give you at least the time to tell you what you could do better, because anyone will help someone who starts helping themselves. Anyone will help someone who takes initiative. And if you over deliver, and I'll tell you this, because when we're talking about that little room, that private room, the players recognize one another. And so like when I see the young guys coming up, the guys with the blue check mark and the Rolex and the, like, this isn't, I'm not,
no, yeah.
posing in front of the Lambo they rented for the day, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I stopped doing that a few years ago.
No. But,
and by the way, they were never rented.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
But like, those people only impress people who don't know what players look like.
Yeah.
Like we all know that guy is not a player, because the guys who are players at their age in 20s and they're maybe 30s, whatever, like right at that stage, like they're hungry, they're savages, and they're in the grind.